Once upon a time, in a small African village, lived a man named Jacob. Jacob was known far and wide for his insatiable desire for wealth. Unlike others in the village, who toiled day and night, content with the simple pleasures of life, Jacob yearned for more power, more influence, more riches. He often gazed at the distant cities, imagining himself living in grand mansions, adorned in fine clothes and surrounded by luxury. One day, Jacob heard whispers of an ancient ritual spoken of only in hushed tones by the elders. It was said that deep in the forest, where even the bravest hunters dare not to go, there was an ancient shrine. The spirits who resided there could grant an unimaginable wealth, but at a steep cost. Desperate to escape his life of mediocrity, Jacob decided to seek out the shrine and make the ultimate sacrifice. After days of searching, Jacob finally found the shrine. It was an eerie place, overgrown with vines and guarded by statues of fearsome deities. He knelt before the altar and in a trembling voice, he called out to the spirits. The air grew cold and a deep voice echoed through the trees. "What do you seek, mortal?" The voice rumbled. "I seek wealth beyond my wildest dreams," Jacob replied, his voice quivering with anticipation. "And what will you offer in return?" the voice demanded. Jacob hesitated for a moment, but his greed outweighed his fear. "I offer my manhood," he declared, knowing the gravity of his words. There was a long silence, and then the voice spoke again, colder and more menacing. "So be it." In an instant, the world around Jacob began to spin. He felt a searing pain in his body as the spirits took what he had offered. When he awoke, he was lying on the forest floor, his body drenched in sweat. But beside him, there was a chest overflowing with gold and jewels. He had gotten what he wanted, but at a price. Jacob returned to the village, a wealthy man. He built a grand house, dressed in the finest clothes, and became the envy of all. Soon, he married a beautiful woman named Jennifer, who had captured his heart with her kindness and grace. But as the days turned into weeks, Jacob grew increasingly distant. He avoided the intimacy that his wife longed for, making excuses night after night. Jennifer, who loved him deeply, grew worried and confused. She couldn't understand why her husband, who had everything, seemed so unhappy. The villagers began to whisper. They wondered why Jacob, who had married such a beautiful woman, seemed to avoid her. Some said he had another lover. Others thought he was cursed. Jennifer, heartbroken and desperate, turned to the village's wise woman for help. The old woman listened to her tale and knew immediately that something dark was at play. "Your husband has made a terrible bargain," the wise woman said. "He has traded something sacred for his wealth. But no secret can remain hidden forever." Determined to uncover the truth, Jennifer confronted Jacob one night. She demanded to know why he was avoiding her why he seemed so tormented. At first, Jacob refused to speak, but the weight of his secret was too much to bear. With tears in his eyes, he confessed everything: the shrine, the spirits, the terrible price he had paid. Jennifer was horrified, but her love for Jacob was stronger than her fear. She knew that they could not continue living a lie. The next day, she returned to the wise woman, who told her that there was a way to undo the curse, but it would require a great sacrifice. The spirits will only reverse their curse if they are offered something of equal value, the wise woman explained. Jacob must be willing to give up his wealth, every last coin, and live a life of humility. That night, Jacob and Jennifer journeyed back to the shrine. Jacob knelt before the altar once more, this time with a heart full of remorse. He called out to the spirits, and when they asked what he sought, he replied, "I seek to be whole again, even if it means losing everything." The spirits were silent for a long time before they spoke. Your wealth was gained through sacrifice. To undo the curse, you must be willing to sacrifice it all. Without hesitation, Jacob agreed. The ground trembled, and the chest of gold and jewels that had brought him so much misery crumbled to dust. But as the last of the wealth vanished, Jacob felt a strange sensation. The emptiness that had plagued him for so long was gone. He was whole again. Jacob and Jennifer returned to the village, no longer wealthy, but richer in the ways that truly mattered. They lived a simple life, filled with love and contentment. And though they had lost their riches, they had gained something far more valuable: each other. The tale of Jacob's sacrifice became a legend in the village, a cautionary story of the dangers of greed and the true cost of wealth.